Peace, family. This is Lions giving another news and commentary. A white man admits to burning black man alive in a letter to white supremacists. Tennessee authorities already had John Carothers in custody and charged him with murder of reportedly burning a black man alive. They also knew he had previously been convicted of one murder and pleaded guilty to lesser charges in another. But investigators still couldn't figure out why Carothers allegedly committed the crime. It was only when Rutherford County, Tennessee, deputies intercepted a letter from Carothers to a white supremacist group, and they discovered a reason of Carothers' heinous act. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video from World Star Hip Hop, and I'm going to give you the rest of my commentary.
Evening, it was a vicious attack. A man set on fire and burned to death. And then the white suspect allegedly writes a jailhouse letter claiming he targeted the black victim.
Tonight, new details on the high-profile crime. Now a top prosecutor is speaking out on the case for the first time, telling News Channel 5's Nick Barris the hate component is a key part of this case.
A letter intercepted by deputies from an inmate here at the Rutherford County Jail is at the center of an arson-related murder, a crime that prosecutors say appears to have been motivated by hate.
The defendant poured an accelerant on the victim and ignited it, and as a result of that, the victim did die.
John Carothers is accused in the arson murder of 40-year-old Robert Miller this past March at a home on North Maple Street in Murfreesboro. Investigators believe Carothers targeted Miller, but motive remained a mystery until deputies flagged a letter allegedly written by Carothers at the jail and addressed to a white supremacist group.
The Sheriff's Department found the letter in the outgoing mail, and it is a very helpful piece of evidence.
The disturbing letter reads in part, "I believe the Bible is about white people and for white people. I am in the Rutherford County Jail for burning a black man I set on fire with lighter fluid poured on his head."
The motive does matter.
This is the first time District Attorney Jennings Jones has commented publicly about the case. He says murder is murder.
Murder is not something we tolerate. Singling out a person because of their belief, or because of their skin color, that somehow makes it just a little bit worse.
There is not a specific hate crime law in Tennessee, but General Jones says he could pursue a hate crime enhancement if Carothers is found guilty at trial, which would bring a harsher sentence. Carothers has been found competent to stand trial, and indications are the letter is in his handwriting. Carothers remains locked up here in the county jail, and with his mental evaluation complete, his case will finally now be bound over to the grand jury. In Rutherford County, Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Nick. Local prosecutors are handling this case, but it is possible the U.S. Justice Department could intervene if needed. The U.S. attorney can prosecute hate crimes.
Okay, you saw the video, people. With this story, it's basically he admitted it to the world that he did burn this black man alive, and he was tied to white supremacist groups. So what that tell you? You see, ladies and gentlemen, it's obvious that the proof is in the pudding. That you basically prove that you can't think, you can't believe that evidence will always show up and prove that he's a white supremacist. And you heard what the lady says, that he's competent to stand trial. So, which means that he will stand trial, and I hope that, by admitting it to a letter to white supremacists, that's evidence enough that he probably hopefully spend the rest of his life in prison, if convicted. And now, the question is, will the U.S. Justice Department intervene and charge him with hate crime? And I say yes, only because he admitted it. He confessed. And obviously, when you have a confession and a letter was there, that tells you right there that, yeah, he did it. And I don't think he's regretting it. I don't hear any regret in his letter at all. So, yes, he proved that he did do this, and he will be charged, hopefully, by the feds, if the state of Tennessee allows it. So the thing of this is that, really, hopefully, that if the feds does intervene and federal hate crime, that means he will probably spend the rest of his life in federal prison if, convicted. So at the end of the day, guys, I think that, in my opinion, justice has been served in this case. But most importantly, you have evidence admitting that he did it. So that's gonna make it even easier. So, like I said before, I'm glad that finally justice has been served in this case, because obviously, that his admission, thanks to the letter, is going to basically, hopefully, that he will stay in jail for good. Leave a comment, tell me what you think about this video. Share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my reaction channel, subscribe to my Black Johnson channel for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.